Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, especially about the 2023 presidential election that was held on February 25, 2023, in which INEC announced Asiwaju Bola Tinubu as the winner on March 1st, 2023. In this video, I want us to look at what the star witness of Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, told the presidential election petition court sitting in Abuja as evidence to prove that Asiwaju Bola Tinubu should not have been returned as the president of Nigeria in that election. And at the end of this video, I will put a video by the former Senate President, Ahmed, so that you will see his take on the issue of if there is a dispute between what is contained in the IREV and what is obtainable at the polling units, which one will take precedent. Okay? So that you will know that Peter Obi's star witness is standing on a solid ground. And if this thing is sustained, it means that the days of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu at the presidential villa may be numbered. Now, Peter Obi's star witness, he has shown that the Independent National Electoral Commission allocated 2.5 million votes to Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, which he ought not to have merited, an unmerited 2.5 million votes. That means that these votes ought not to have been allocated to Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, but it was allocated. Invariably, in the election results that was announced by INEC, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu was allocated 8.7 million votes. Now, this star witness of Peter Obi is a mathematician, a data analyst of repute. He has tabulated and found out that 2.5 million votes was unmerited for Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, was sort of illegally allocated to Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. Now, if you subtract this 2.5 million from the 8.7 million that INEC announced for Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, for which he was declared the winner of the election, you discover that Asiwaju Bola Tinubu's number will get down to 6.2 million. And that is not all. So we are going to look at, and if he gets to that 6.2 million, and that vote, the proper vote of Peter Obi is calculated, you will discover that Peter Obi will be ahead of both Tinubu and Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party. So let us look at how this man, this mathematician, this data analyst of repute, how he came about this situation, and it should be of interest to people. And I think it's high time Asiwaju Bola Tinubu and his people begin to take note of what is happening at the courts, because the way they act, you think that the elections are over, but I keep saying the elections are not over until the Supreme Court rules. Welcome on board. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you will be among the first to know. God bless you. Now, a professor of law, a professor of mathematics, at the Nnamdi Azikiwe University Awka, Anambra State, Uwadiegwu Ofoedu, has told the presidential election petition court sitting in Abuja that from the INEC Result Viewing Portal, IREV, 18,088 polling units results were blurred. But when compared with Form EC8 polling unit results given to Labour Party agents at the affected polling units. Votes of 2,565,269 accredited voters were not reflected in the final results announced by the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu. This was contained in Ofoedu's statement on oath admitted before the Presidential Election Petition Court after being led to give his evidence in chief by the lawyer representing the Labour Party presidential candidate, Peter Obi Onyechi Ikpeazu, senior advocate of Nigeria. In his statement on oath, the professor, who said he specializes in numerical functional analysis and data science, disclosed that the affected scores from the polling units which favored Peter Obi was recovered using Labour Party's agents, Labour Party agents from EC8A copies and certified true copies from EC8A as supplied by the Independent National Electoral Commission. So this evidence is presenting gotten from data from EC8A, which they got from Labour Party agents and from certified true copies from EC8A, which is result from the polling units, gotten from INEC, certified, signed by INEC. So it's undisputable. He said on February 20, 2023, he was engaged by the Labour Party and was later subpoenaed to carry out a data analysis on the election results state by state. He said, I observed that from IREV portal, scores from EC8As of 39,446 polling units were inaccessible. Contains uploads not connected with the presidential election. From IREV portal, 18,088 polling units results were blurred. This number of polling units negatively impacted votes of 2,565,269 accredited voters and 9,165,191 voters that collected their PVC, personal PVC voters card, he said. According to him, overvoting checks on the 2023 presidential election show that 4,457 polling units with a total of 2,317,129 PVCs collected were affected, adding that the figure exceeds the margin of lead of 1,807,206 votes over the first runner-up declared by INEC, that is Atiku Abubakar. On the 39,546 polling units allegedly not accessible on IREV, Ofoedu disclosed that both the number of accredited voters, 5,532,553, and the number of PVCs collected, 23,119,298, exceeded the margins of lead by far from the Independent National Electoral Commission announced results. 1,807,206 over Atiku and 2,693,193 over Peter Obi's numbers. Citing Rivers State as an example, the witness said, from the results on IREV portal, Labour Party got 208,564 votes, while the All Progressive Congress got 118,999 votes in Rivers State, as against 175,071 votes for Labour Party and 231,591 votes for APC, as announced by INEC. In Benue State, for instance, he said in the court document that a final vote count of 281,426 votes for Obi and 258,683 votes for Tinubu were obtained after he added votes on the Form EC8 obtained from Labour Party agents in the state. Now, before I continue, if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. Now, let us continue from this star witness. He was of the view that there is no correlation between the result declared by the Independent National Electoral Commission chairman and what is available on the IREV portal or certified true copy of Forms EC8As from the polling units as supplied by the electoral umpire. At the proceeding, he asked the court to adopt his statement on oath while admitting his evidence as Peter Obi's SBs against the 2023 presidential election. But before he spoke, the legal team of Independent National Electoral Commission, President Bola, Ahmed, Tinubu, and the All Progressive Congress raised an objection, asking the court not to take his testimonies or admit his documents as evidence. The five-man panel of the court, led by Justice Hassan Samani, noted the objections but directed the witness to go ahead and adopt his statement. The witness, through Ibazu, senior advocate of Nigeria, tendered as his evidence reports of data analysis from the results of the February 25, 2023 presidential election in Nigeria, in brackets, IREV scores investigation, alongside Labour Party agents from EC8A copies and certified true copies of Form EC8A from Independent National Electoral Commission, Rivers State, Benue State, and among other documents. The documents were again opposed by the respondents, but the court admitted them while adjourning for cross-examination of the witness in the next day. Now, recall that INEC said on March 1, when they declared the presidential election result at the International Conference Center, which was the National Collection Center, that Tinubu of the All Progressive Congress pooled 8,794,726 votes, while Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi of the Labour Party had 6,984,520 votes and 6,101,533 votes, respectively. But the petitioners contend that if the actual result from the but the petitioners contend, that's Peter Obi is the petitioner, contend that Peter Obi and Labour Party, they are the petitioners. But the petitioners contend that if the actual results from the 18,088 polling polling units are reflected and the alleged overvoting are deducted, the court will see he was the elected winner of the 2023 presidential election. Now, in conclusion, if these blood results are taken care of, that's what the P2B and Labour Party are arguing through their star witness, who is a mathematician and a data analyst. If these 18,088 blood results, which is part of overvoting, which is part of the result that ought not to have been added to Asiwaju, and it was added to him, and the overvotings are deducted, okay, you discover that it is P2B that won the election, because there are several instances of overvoting. But the truth of the matter is that as they are deducting the votes of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, where it was allegedly padded, P2B's own votes will be added to P2B. You know, I keep telling people, if you follow my channel, there are several videos where people were asking, how is it that the person that came third is claiming that he won the election even more fiercely than the person that came second, which is Atiku Abubakar? Why is it so? I keep reminding them that what will happen is that the votes that was padded for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu allegedly, when they are removed, and it will be substantive enough to prove that Asiwaju didn't get that much votes, those votes will be deducted. And the undercounting of P2B's votes, those votes will be added to P2B's votes. His numbers will rise. And as his numbers are rising, so will numbers of Tinubu coming down. And that is exactly what this data analyst is saying. By the time you remove 2.5 million unmerited votes to Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you can see that one alone, that is from the blood results that was allocated to me, that one alone has brought Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu's numbers to 6.2 million from 8.7 million that INEC allocated to him, for which he was declared the winner of the election. Now, by the time you remove 2.5 million from it, his number dropped to 6.2 million. And then, as his numbers are dropping and the other overvoting results are deducted, you will see that Tinubu might even come third position. There is a likelihood that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu occupied a third position in the election, based on the analysis that is coming out from what this mathematician did. And you cannot dispute the fact that he knows what he's doing. And the credit has to also go to Peter Obi, who recruited him to be a data analyst for the election 5 days before the election. Because you can see that he was recruited on February 20th. He was given a letter of appointment as a data analyst by Peter Obi for Labour Party on February 20th, 5 days before the election. He has tendered that before the court. So he is not somebody that just came from nowhere to come and present evidence to the court. And that shows you how prepared, how tenacious, and how foresighted P2B was even before the election to ensure that all grounds are covered in case there's issue of this kind of litigation that has to do with numeracy, the numbers. And you know, numbers don't lie. And it is that because numbers don't lie, that's why numbers will at the end of the day be the undoing of the vote riggers if truly they rig the election against Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In favor of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, it will be exposed because, like I said, numbers don't lie. And having somebody who is a data analyst on your side, who has taken his time to study the presidential election result, it helps improving your case. So all in all, what this data analyst has shown, this professor of mathematics has shown, is that it's a confirmation of what I have been saying, telling people that it is possible for somebody who came third to become number one, and it will happen. He's proving it. Now, what is left now is for the Court of Appeal, the election petition court, to accept it and then to work in his favor, because that's the fact of the matter. If they accept it, it means that the days of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu at the presidential villa will be numbered, all things being equal. And of course, if it goes against Asiwaju, he will appeal in the Supreme Court. And if the Supreme Court looked at the numbers by this man, this professor, then it means that Asiwaju cannot sustain his stay in the presidential villa. This is just separate from other issues dogging his emergence as president, including the issue of 25% in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, which many believe is compulsory, in which there are already Supreme Court ruling on it, that and in the section 134 subsection 2b is a must, that you cannot become president without getting 25% in Abuja. That's also another issue that the court will deal with. It's another issue that is dogging the presidency of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, which can be used to annul his election. And there are so many other issues. The issue of forfeiture. What does forfeiture mean? Does forfeiture in America mean the same thing as forfeiture in Nigeria? The Supreme Court has already ruled in 2014 or thereabouts between Mohammed Abacha and the federal government of Nigeria, where the Supreme Court, and in fact the present Chief Justice of Nigeria, was the one that read the definition of forfeiture. Now, if that definition of forfeiture is sustained for Tinubu's forfeiture in the United States of $460,000 to the district courts, to the government of the United States as proceeds of narcotics, then his days in office will also be numbered. So there's a watertight cases that are likely to torpedo Tinubu's continuous maintenance of his stay in Asoro Villa. But that is left for the courts to finally decide. But a solid ambush have been laid around about Tinubu. Let us see whether he could be able to escape it. The ball, at the end of the day, will be in the court of the courts, especially the Supreme Court, to decide. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. And don't forget, there's a video following now. That video is by former Senate President Ahmed, explaining to you, you know it very clearly, that when there is a dispute between what is at the polling unit, which all the agents sign, and whatever INEC announce, that of the polling unit takes precedence, because it's that polling unit's result that is snapped or taken photograph of and sent to the IREV. That is the authentic result. And that is where P2B and Labour Party are standing very strong, solidly to prove their case. So verification, you verify it from this video coming up from Senator Ahmed, the former Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you for watching this video. God bless you and yours.
There is nothing like electronic transmission, because transmission is when you vote and it goes to the server. What we have passed and I can recollect this vividly, because I read that act when it was a bill several times, is to transfer, after all the paperwork that we normally do are done, the agents and everybody there, security, everybody will have the papers. INEC will snap or scan or snap the result sheet and transmit or transfer or whatever it is. That whether it is transmit or transfer is that thing that is captured with beavers, the results. And for me, my understanding is, if any result that was captured and sent differs from something gotten somewhere, that one is illegal. And only the courts, it's not us here that can do. So we urge INEC to follow the Electoral Act. And for me, my understanding is, if any result that was captured and sent differs from something gotten somewhere, that one is illegal. And only the courts, it's not us here that can do. So we urge INEC to follow the Electoral Act and other laws.